Alright, so it's been a while since we've had one of these, the Sony State of Play. Basically, a Sony version of Nintendo Direct. Not as good as Directs in my opinion, but you know what, I'll watch it anyway because there is that outside chance that we might actually get something decent from this. Also, I think... Oh, never mind. Sorry, I was about to say I don't think the page is loading, but it took a minute for the chat to appear. Yeah, look at that chat. I bet there's some nice things going on in there. In fact, you know what? We need all the chat. But no, once the presentation starts, I will full screen it, so you don't need to see that fun stuff happening over there. I saw someone in the chat over there say Dragon Ball. I'm not sure what they said that for, but okay. But yeah, we'll be playing Dragon Ball Fighters in a bit, so that's going to be fun. I watched a bit more Dragon Ball Super. I will talk about that when I get to Fighters tonight. So it's just going to be me by myself for this segment, like just watching the state of play. Like, I don't have Pixel or anyone else to co-commentate, so you're just going to be hearing my reactions to whatever is being shown here. Apparently it's going to be, I don't know, like, it's going to be, what's the, I think they said like 14 games over the course of 30 minutes. So that averages out to like a game being shown every 2 minutes or something like that. If there's going to be a trailer for each game. So I guess that's alright, yeah. Maybe we'll finally... I doubt it's going to happen, but you never know. Maybe Silk Song will show up here, who knows. The only thing I can guess from this presentation is, I don't know, Helldivers update or something, because that game got popular. I've never played Helldivers 2, but I know that a lot of people have been playing that one. I've considered it, but I don't know if it's my kind of game exactly. Plus, I'm already playing Fortnite as my live service game of choice. Kinda hard to juggle multiple live service games at once, you know? Let me know if the volume is okay. Like, I mean, you won't hear the video yet, but I'm just hoping I think my microphone's working. Sorry, right now I'm just speaking into the ether. Just waiting for this to begin. Any day now. Should be in the next 20 seconds, I think. Alright, that's past the hour. By the way, if you're wondering, like that time there, I don't think you can see my mouse cursor, but the thing that says 11 PM BST, that's my time zone. So yeah, just past that right now. BST, by the way, stands for... You know what's funny about the UK times? We have 2 different time zones. Oh, Jesus! Whoa, what the fuck? I just got fucking THX'd. Alright, full screen. And 1080p. I'm gonna keep the captions on. Alright, well, good morning, chat. If you fell asleep in the first 5 minutes, then that's your wake-up call. Yeah, loud. I love loud. I'm glad that these YouTube premieres are, like, very short now, like the startup for it. Because it used to be you had to wait like 2 minutes, now it's like 30 seconds. Oh, never mind, there's another 30 seconds, so we're waiting a minute. Oh yeah, speaking of Sony stuff, like a Sony-related piece of news, I did hear that the PlayStation VR 2 is going to be PC compatible soon. They're going to be releasing an adapter for it. So if you're looking for a VR solution that works on PC, then there you go. That's one possible thing you can do. Alright, here we go. Hopefully, the volume will be fine.
Hi everyone, I'm Asad Kizilbash, head of product at PlayStation Studios.
That's a fucking mouthful of a word. Name.
I'm here to welcome one
Wait,
of the newest
why?
members of the
What?
PlayStation Studios family.
This isn't the language that I
This team
watch in.
brings
What the?
together some of the most talented developers in our industry,
How do I?
with an incredible pedigree in the online.
Why does it set to Arabic by default? What the fuck?
First game, Concord.
I'm from the UK. If you didn't notice, Google.
Today, they're revealing gameplay captured in-engine on PS5. But first, here's an extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the Concord Galaxy.
Guess I'll get my popcorn now. Right, here we go. Also, I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying there. I was kind of baffled by the Arabic captions. I was like, what? Firewalk. Where we're dropping, boys.
Oh, jukebox.
It wasn't the plan.
It was a spontaneous, creative decision made after years of careful research.
Being really old and almost dying a bunch doesn't count as research.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Besides, it worked, didn't it?
How much longer for the upload?
A few more minutes. Hey, start time. Try it with hot sauce. You'll like it. Trust me.
No. Do not trust him.
Whoa. Where's this coming from?
It's coming from you back on the ship saying, trust me, we're professionals. We'll stick to the plan. We can do this. And then, that. That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
If we don't leave with this blue button...
Tamar, we will. We will.
I'll be waiting outside.
I'm not really sure what I'm watching right now.
No one moves. We'll be taking this off your hands.
What? This?
Funny.
Haha. Okay, it's starting to look a bit like Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the game, just like the property. You know, the franchise.
Wait, what? Where's the rendezvous? I didn't catch that.
Copy that, Bill.
So I'm not sure if this is meant to be an online live service like hero shooter sort of thing, or if it's like a single player game. Like, again, if it's a CGI thing, I don't really know what the expectation for the game is. It's kind of hard to tell.
How bad is it? You're still mad at me?
Hopefully they show some gameplay, but I feel like they're not going to. Did that thing just swear?
One off. This is you.
I am developing a taste for destruction. Goodbye.
This would be a very dishonorable way for us all to die.
Don't worry. Nobody's dying dishonorably. And also, we're bringing this back with us. Hey, Mark. What are you doing?
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Perhaps we should have let go also.
One off. Do not dare.
Well, we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go,
would
I
never leave me.
swear I will be
Oh,
vengeance.
look, there they are. Hi.
What the? I am glad you avoided a dishonorable death.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die.
Or something.
I knew this was gonna work.
This wasn't the plan.
No, it just wasn't the one we started with.
Okay.
Alright, another satisfied customer. Goods delivered. I send everyone their cut.
Ooh, yeah.
So do you, like, carry it around with you for emergency bland situations or whatever?
Hey, Mara. Don't joke about something like this.
Our next job is somewhere with less
We'll
scaffolding.
have no scaffolding. Zero scaffolding. I promise. We were apart for so long. I thought I'd never feel your fiery embrace again.
You sound ridiculous.
Concord. Alright. Hooray, zero gameplay.
Concord is a 5v5 first-person shooter set in the
Okay,
vibrant
right, there you
sci-fi
go.
universe of the Concord galaxy. In Concord, from the moment you log
Okay,
on,
so we do get
you're
to see a little
part
bit of
of the
gameplay, I
North
guess.
Star, a group of guns for hire known in our galaxy as free gunners. Free gunners are those lucky enough to be free to roam the stars. They take high-stake jobs on worlds across wild space, where they face other fiercely competitive free gunner crews. Here's the very first look at the gameplay of Concord.
Free gunning. It's hard work, but it's our work, and we don't take it for granted. Being a free gunner means, well, you're free.
So it's kind of like Overwatch, I guess.
Yeah, you better run.
Free gunners have a shot at
Not to
making
shit on this already, even though we're now just seeing the gameplay, but does the video game market even have room for a game like this when we already have Overwatch? I don't know.
Need a second.
I mean, it looks alright.
Why not?
And in the wilds, it's anyone's game. You won't survive on your own.
Target blinded.
So I'm not sure if this is a game that you buy up front or if it's like a free-to-play thing. I don't think they specified.
Endless rage!
If it's a free-to-play thing, I may give this a try. I don't know if I would spend $70 for it though.
To do the job.
I'll clear the way. Time to show them the big guns. That's me.
This crew will go anywhere.
Alright.
Job. Face any enemy.
I mean, it looks more fun than Overwatch. I say as somebody who's barely touched that game.
The North Star.
I don't know, Overwatch didn't really do it for me when I tried playing that game back in the day.
To make our mark on this galaxy.
The crew is gathering. Would you like to join us for game night?
With Concord, we leaned on the strengths and background of our team to make a tight, well-balanced FPS that feels great to play. We focused a ton of our attention and our tech on building a strong gameplay foundation of tight core movement, precise visceral shooting, and expressive abilities.
We ended up finding ourselves influenced a lot by fighting games and even strategy games in the interesting way that the asymmetry of their characters makes
I'm gonna
every
adjust the
fight,
volume
every
a little
matchup
bit.
feel really different.
Leaning into the asymmetry of the characters, really pushing the possibility space of two different
I'm just
characters
fixing
colliding.
volume
It's
things,
all
don't
about
mind me,
creating
chat.
Opportunities for improvisation. That's where we can get out of the way and let players find their own magic. We also
Okay,
have
I think we're
abilities
good
that are meant
now.
to have impact beyond direct combat. Deployable gear that can persist throughout a full game, so whether that's multiple rounds of a mode or multiple respawns across a match. There are healing pads, bullet blocking domes, explosive traps, lane blocking walls, all kinds of ways to support your team or disrupt your enemies. Coordinated teams can set up and plan ahead, and depending on where and when it happens, players can shift the battlefield to their advantage.
We've got everything from
Oh, by the way,
mystics,
Summer
medics,
Games Fest is
gunslingers,
happening,
and smart
I
robots.
think,
Every character
a week
brings
or
their
2
own
weeks from
unique
now.
personality,
There's gonna be like a
skills,
bunch
and
of like
wide-ranging perspectives
video
to the
game
crew.
presentations from
Every
like various
week, when you log
companies.
into Concord, you will be welcomed
So
with a
I'm
new
gonna have to
cinematic
see
vignette that
specifically
will
what's
give you
gonna
a chance
happen
to see our
when it's gonna
characters
happen,
off
and I'm
the
gonna like
bat.
put
It
together
will feature ongoing
my
narrative
sort
arcs
of but
that
not
build
really
character
E3 list of
stories
games
and
I'm gonna be streaming,
relationships and
like the
unpack
presentations
broader
of.
Concord Galaxy.
Why are you kissing a tchotchke?
We're excited to share that we'll be hosting a pre-launch beta in July, followed by Concord's global launch on August 23rd, 2024.
So definitely giving this game a lot of time. So yeah, you have to buy the game up front. Apparently, it says pre-orders. Okay. All right, what's next on the agenda? God of War's getting an update. Oh wait, it's the PC version. Okay. You know what? I've never played a God of War game. I should at some point.
Calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos?
So yeah, this is basically just it's basically advertising. Yeah, this game's coming to PC. Yeah, that new console that we released a couple years ago. Yeah, we've got like a game that can run. We've got a version of the game on this console that runs better on other hardware.
When it earns me.
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
We have guests! They're too fast! Look out!
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to check out the God of War series.
Soldiers and officials alike oppress the people for personal gain, and the people must turn to thievery.
I cannot tell if this is that new Assassin's Creed game or if... Oh, wait a minute. No, this is not Ubisoft.
Perhaps this is heaven's way of lamenting the state of the land. Men are powerless at the feet of the divine.
I don't know what game this is.
But even so, someone must act.
Is it a Warriors game? Dynasty Warriors? I think it is. Huh. When was the last Dynasty Warriors? Like, I don't think we've had one for a few years. Like, more than a few years, really. Like, I think the last Warriors game we had was a Pirate Warriors spin-off. I don't think we had a proper Dynasty Warriors in, like, a good long while. Dynasty Warriors Origins. Alright. I really need to check out the Dynasty Warriors games at some point.
Momo, I think I was...
Square Enix game,
It wasn't a dream.
I think.
We were really transported to Mirrorland.
This isn't Genshin Impact, is it?
It's never easy. So, are you ready for it?
Ready.
Also, what is this music? The most unfitting music? Wait, it's a platformer? What? What is this? I thought this was like a JRPG made by Square Enix, but no, this is completely different from what I expected. This is starting to sound like fucking Jump Superstar. What a weird game. Also, taking pictures seems to be a mechanic. For some reason. Infinity Nikki.
Is it you who pursues infinity? Or is infinity awaiting you?
Okay. I'm not even sure what that game was exactly. Stars!
I have seen the miracles you so claim. Until the towering shadows vanished into the mist.
I pray for their grace, but all that came were inferior shades.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such power?
Time.
Mouse.
War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Have you ever noticed that when Sony does like a state of play, a lot of the games they show just kind of like blend in together sometimes? Because I feel like I've seen like, I don't know how to word it, but it feels like I've seen like 20 other games that like look similar to this.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Bella de Ventura. I mean, it looks alright. Hey, Mist. Skydance's Behemoth. Oh, it's a PSVR game. Okay. I think we've got to the point where we're going to start seeing PSVR games in particular, which I don't think I'm interested right now in buying a PSVR.
There is no hope here. And the gods that walk among us thirst for death.
Looks very Skyrim.
Poison in my veins begs me to kill.
Resident Evil VR on PSVR 1. Yeah. I'm still... Like, I have a... Fuck, what do you call it? I have, like, the Valve Index. I bought that during the height of the pandemic, like 2020, I bought that. And then I found out soon after I bought that fucking Resident Evil 4 VR is exclusive to the Meta, and I'm like, fuck off.
Monsters do.
I'm sure that's somebody's fetish. Sorry, I'm not that funny. Right, so we're yeah, I think we're just going to be seeing a bunch of PSVR 2 games for the next couple minutes. I'm sure they look cool and all, but I'm not going to be investing in a PSVR 2 at the moment, if at all. Oh, it's Alien. Interesting. Remember that one Alien game that came out, like, I don't know, it was like a decade ago? There was an Alien game that came out that was like really fucking broken. I think it was called Colonial Marines. Does anyone remember that shit? Like the controversy that came from that? I think Gearbox made that game.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson. I'm back on State of Play to introduce more exciting titles coming to PlayStation, starting with a highly anticipated PvP shooter, playable soon on PS5.
They say they're back on State of Play, but I do not remember that person at all, so I don't know, I have a terrible memory. Maybe that's why. Oh, it's a Marvel something.
All realities converge here. Destiny awaits.
Is this that Marvel MOBA game? Yeah, I think it is. Or, not MOBA, I forget what you call it.
Stronger together.
Wait, is MOBA the term I'm looking for?
Who needs a power up? Free fire zone.
Embrace the chaos.
Insignificant attacks. Healing power. I'm back, baby. 3, 2, 1, blast off!
It's the Spooderman. Don't say it like that, Spider-Man, please. Alright. It looks okay, I guess. Marvel Rivals.
Okay, let's see how mankind has conquered space.
I'm not sure who that was. Scarlet Spider. Okay. Oh yeah, speaking of Marvel, there's a new Deadpool movie coming out in a few months. I haven't watched a Marvel movie in like a million years, but I'm excited for a new Deadpool. Looks a little bit Bayonetta-ish. Or Souls-like, I guess. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell. I think we've got about 5 minutes of this presentation left, a little bit over 5 minutes, so we're coming up to the end of it already.
Fans, I'm super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
Oh, nice one.
You can't hide from me, Michael.
Oh, you're going down. Oh!
It means so much to me that we're all still here together.
Fight the break of
I feel like someone's watching us.
There's no one out there. Let's make this one trip we will never forget.
Is this Until Dawn? Never played it. Oh, so I don't know if this music is copywritten. Like, when I hear lyrics, I get concerned.
I don't want to make hasty decisions that get everyone killed.
Like, I've said this before, I've said it time and again, and I'm gonna say it again in the future. I hate when these video game presentations have, like, potentially copywritten music in them. Because that just makes it much harder for me to, like, upload this to YouTube when I'm done. I'm guessing Until Dawn was a PS4 game originally. Next! Path of Exile 2. You know what really grinds my gears, Lois?
Ogum was once a peaceful land, but each day descends further into madness. Famine and plague besiege us. The very earth is being poisoned. The Count's men, once our protectors, have turned on us. And now, they come for me. Get out here!
I'm guessing Path of Exile is a Diablo-like game. Looks like it.
I must be the one to face this nightmare.
I have a confession to make, chat. I've never played a Diablo game,
But I need not.
but I'd like to someday. I think at this rate, my first Diablo-like experience is going to be that TMNT game that's coming out in a few months. Because I kind of have my eye on that one right now. I think it was called TMNT Splintered Fates. Hey D. Like, I own Diablo 3 for the Switch, I just haven't played it. I wonder if Path of Exile 2 is going to be better than Diablo 4, because I've heard that one has problems. Silent Hill?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I think this is Silent Hill.
Sorry, I was just... It's okay, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
Yep.
I think you should stay away. This town, there's...
I wasn't sure if the Silent Hill remake was going to be in this state of play, but I guess it is.
Dangerous?
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or
Also,
not.
she has really fucking thick eyebrows. Did you notice that? She had, like, Eagle Raptor eyebrows.
I'm going either way.
She had Metal Gear Awesome eyebrows.
No, you shouldn't be here.
So yeah, this looks pretty good. I've only ever played a bit of the first Silent Hill. Like, I streamed Silent Hill 1. Never finished it, but I enjoyed it.
I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
I may consider getting this.
No, please.
Okay, perfect. That lines right up with October, like Halloween time, so I'm gonna consider that. I might give that a pick up.
Capcom announced this next game last December, offering just a glimpse of what's in store for their celebrated franchise. Today, I am so excited to share the first full gameplay trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Ah. Alright. Something for Miss to enjoy.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then we can get started.
This is gonna be great!
You bet.
I hope we find them soon.
Look!
I still need to get into the Monster Hunter franchise. I've tried, but it hasn't quite clicked with me yet. I know some people, like Mist here in chat, goes fucking gaga for this franchise. I've only dabbled with it a little bit. The most I've played of Monster Hunter is that, like, one mission from Metal Gear Peace Walker.
Now to lead it away from the pack, we'll make for the desert.
Right. The sandstorm.
I did the Rise demo. Yeah, I did do the Rise demo. But nobody remembers that.
Now commencing the hunt by order of the guild.
Frog, I think. I don't know, it's a weird frog-like weird thingy. I don't know. Maybe it's a battle toad, I don't know. It's a Yoshi, it's got a big tongue. In fighting. Baboon monsters, I think. Oh wait, it's like a lion? I'm not sure what that is. So yeah, it's Monster Hunter. That's what it looks like.
For this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, if you were just to show me that little cinematic there, like, independent of everything else that we're seeing, and asked me what game that was, I would have never said Monster Hunter. I would have said Final Fantasy 17 or something like that. $2025, so yeah, we're still a year off from this one. Looks good though. Right, I think that's the last thing they're showing for the day. Seems like that's the closer. Oh no, we're not quite done yet. Oh, Team Asobi. So we're getting a new Astro game, I think. Yeah, there he is. This is like the only Sony mascot that I, you know, have any familiarity with. Like, I played Astro's Playroom when the PS5 first came out. So I'm guessing we're getting a sequel to that. Not even Bag Boy? No, a Sack Boy? No. But this is the one thing that I feel Sony games lack. Like, we need like a really good like platformer. So it's nice to see we're finally getting something like that's like really high quality in that regards. Because that Astro game, the Astro's Playroom, like I feel like that is like something that Nintendo would make, like it's that good. Ender Blaze Games 7879, thank you for following on Twitch. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this looks great. Is it sad to say that this is the game that I'm most excited for now out of this presentation? PlayStation 5, yep. Monkey. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Looks like there's a lot to it as well. Like, Astro's Playroom was a very short game. This looks like it's got a lot more to it than that. Of course, you gotta have Kratos in there. And Boy. Astrobot. That's likely going to be a day one for me. Finally, a reason to be excited to own a
Be sure
PS5.
to visit PlayStation blog for more on the games you just saw, as well as PlayStation.com for the latest on Days of Play. This global celebration runs through June 12th.
That was a very good
Deals on
closer.
PlayStation
I like
Store,
that.
Great new content coming to PlayStation Plus, and much more.
Alright, I believe that is the end of the state of play. Yep. Alright, well that was alright. I enjoyed that, I guess. There was some decent stuff in there. A lot of it kind of made me fall asleep somewhat, but I did really like the closer. Like, Astrobot looks fantastic. And I'm glad to see the Team Asobi is, like, you know, not just twiddling their thumbs doing nothing. Like, they actually were working on something that whole time. Because when did Astro's Playroom come out? Like 2.5 years ago? 3 years ago? Actually closer to 4 years. Like, when did PS5 come out? It was like 2020, right? So yeah, it's been a hot minute. But yeah, I'm glad to see that there's a new Astro game just around the corner. That's going to be a day one for me. I may also get the not Half-Life, the name's escaping me. Silent Hill 2 remake. That game looks excellent as well. And yeah, that's pretty much that's all on my radar for now. I can speak. Sorry, I love when I try to like formulate my thoughts and I just don't know how the fuck to say it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. And yeah, I guess now we can just move on and start doing some video games.